this video, I'm going to be taking you through the 7.2.5 Restoration Shaman changes and getting you ready to take on the Legion in the Tomb of Sargeras. Before getting started, please keep in mind that this is more of an update video rather than a complete guide, as not much has changed for our class in this patch. If you're looking for an in-depth look at things like stat weights, gear, rotation, and more, check out my other videos on this channel that go into a more complete look at each of those topics. In this video, I'll be highlighting the changes that 7.2.5 brought and giving my recommendations for the Tomb of Sargeras raid. Thanks for watching, and let's get on with the video. First, let's start with the basic changes. I'll list them out for you here. Wellspring's mana cost has been reduced by 43%, and damage of all of our abilities has been increased by 25%. Queen's Decree's heal over time effect can now critically strike. Unleashed Life's direct heal now increases potency with our mastery, and also procs Resurgence. So what do I think about all these changes? Well, the Wellspring buff makes the trait actually viable if players want to choose it, and a few shamans on my server have had success using it. However, in my gut, I feel like it probably will never stand up to High Tide just because Chain Heal has so many positive synergies with other spells in our kit. To use Wellspring effectively, we end up having to replace a lot of our Chain Heals with Wellspring casts, and I really don't see shamans changing over to this type of healing rotation. However, I have seen some successes with it here and there, so only time will tell. In regard to the other changes, the damage increase will be helpful if you ever decide to do damage during Ancestral Guidance, but for the most part, these changes will not greatly affect our talent choices or our rotation. Next up, let's talk about gear. Keep in mind that item level is king. While getting your T22 piece and 4 piece is your ultimate goal, you will not want to keep the T19 2-piece and the T20 4-piece. Doing this only limits your ability to use great legendaries like Roots of Saladrasil or Tide Collars, but you're also limiting the intellect gained from an off-tier piece in the Tomb of Sargeras. In the Restoration Shaman Discord, there are a few best in slot gear lists, and here's the one that I most agree with. Keep in mind that legendaries are not listed in the BIS gear list to accommodate players who have not gotten all of the legendaries yet. Look for the bosses listed here when using your roles, with given priority to bosses with tier. Now let's discuss legendaries. With the goal of getting your T24 piece as soon as possible in mind, the two best legendaries that I would recommend would be the Roots of Saladrasil and the Elemental Rebalancers. I've talked with a handful of shamans about this, and while some insist that the trinket will remain stronger over the boots, I think that the synergy with our T20 is too much to pass up. Again, time and logs will tell. Look for an update video later in the tier, and I'll be answering some of the guesstimations, I guess you would say, that I made in this video in that video. Moving forward, if you're using a Velens and you do want to switch over to the boots after you get your T24 piece, make sure that you have a backup trinket ready to go and in your bags once you receive the 4th piece of tier. My recommendation would be the Dark Moon Fairy card, as we can now boost it up to the 900 item level, making the trinket very competitive, although sadly not as competitive as it is with Resto Druids. And that about wraps it up. Like I said, not much has changed from the last patch to this one. Make sure to keep Healing Rain down at all times after getting your 4-piece, and just enjoy the excitement of a new raid. As always, I will be uploading guide videos boss by boss for Restoration Shamans, so be sure to follow my channel and stay tuned for those. You can also follow my Twitch channel to see my progression live on Tuesday through Thursday nights. The link is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!